Hello everyone. In this video, I will show you how to make this Aura particle system in Unreal Engine 4.17. This video was inspired by a Unity particle system tutorial that I saw from Do Woo FX channel. It has a lot of particle system tutorials on Unity. So even if you are using Unreal Engine, you could learn a lot of stuff from his channel. So I will leave a link to his channel in the description below. So you need three assets. So first one is this blast texture, this design texture, and this pillar. I got this design texture from Pixabay. It's a CC0 texture. And this blast texture I got from Infinity Blade particle system packs. So you can only use this with Unreal Engine related projects. And the pillar I made in Blender using a curve and screw modifier. So first let's create our design material. So right click on the design and create material, then open it up, then connect this to emissive, and I will change the blend mode to translucent. So our material will be translucent, and I will change the shading model to unlit so it won't receive any light. Then I will press and hold M and click toy, so we get these two multipliers, and connect this to A and connect this to the emissive color, and connect this to A and connect this to the opacity. So now we will get a particle color node to pass colors from the particle system to our material. So right click and type in particle color, then connect this to B and connect the alpha to B of this multiplier, then click apply and save. Now we need to create our blast material, so just duplicate this material and I will rename this blast mat, then open it up. So go here and select this texture, then go to the content browser, then select the blast texture, then go back to the blast material, then right click and click use current texture, so our texture gets sharpened. So now I'm going to press and hold the multiply and click, so we get this multiply, and connect this to here and this to here, and duplicate this by pressing Ctrl and W. Then I'm going to get a rotator, so type in rotator, so this will rotate our texture, and connect this to B, so it has this flame like effect. So now we are going to create our particle system. So right click and click on particle system, and I will name this aura circle and open it up. Then go to record, then come back to the content browser, then click on the design material, then go to particle system again and click this arrow, so it gets selected. So now we need to delete our initial velocity because this material is not going to move. Then I will change the initial size to a constant, vector constant, and change the size to 400, 400 and 400. Now I will go to spawn and change this to a float constant and give it a value of 0. We don't need any spawn, so we just going to work with a single emitter for this particle system. So just click on this brush list and press this add icon, so we get this 1. Then for count we give a value of 1, so we get our single emitter particle. So now go to lifetime and change this to a float constant and give the constant a value of 0, so it will kind of last forever. And now you can see some weird effect. To fix that, go to record and go to emitter loop and give it a value of 1. So now this is what we want. Now go back and click on use local space, so that we can easily move around our particle system without the emitters in it lagging behind. So now we are going to log this to the z-axis, so it will be flat on the ground. So right click and go to orientation, log axis, then z-axis, so it will lie on the ground. Now go to color overlay and change this to a distribution vector constant and change the value to 23, 2 and 0. You could give some value you like. So you could play around with this color till you get a color you like. Now we are going to add a slight rotation to this. So right click, rotation rate, initial rotation rate, and we will change this to a distribution float constant and give it a value of 0.2 or maybe 0.15. And okay, that's all we need to do with this thing. Now we will create this growing circle. So right click, new particle emitter, then go to record, go to the blast material, then click this, and we are going to check use local space here also. We don't need the initial velocity, and a lifetime we will give it a value of constant and give it a value of 1 point or maybe 2. Initial size, I will change this to vector constant and give it a value of 500, 500 and 500. Now we need to log this to the same z-axis, so alt and drag this here. So now it is logged to the z-axis also. I will change the initial size a bit, so I will change the initial size to 550 and 550, 550. Now for the lifetime we give it a value of 2, and now for the spawn rate we will give it a value of 2. Now we will change the size over life, so right click and size by life, and on 0, 0, this means that when the particle emitter is spawned, we want to give it a value of 0, 0, 0. So it kind of expands like this. So if you want to increase the radius, you can do it here, or you can change the initial size. So I will give it a initial size of 600. Now for the color, go to color overlay, and I will give this a value of 23, 12 and 0. Maybe we will get the same color, so 23, 2 and 0.2. So let's see what this looks like. So I want this to fade a little better, so I'll go to color overlay, then alpha, so I will add a new point to the alpha and change the value of 1 to 0.8 and give this a value of 1. So I think now it will fade a bit better. I will give it a value of 0.95, and also I am going to change the color. So here the color is turning to white. We don't want this, so I'm just going to add one more point, then change this color to 12, 2 and 0, and change the value to 0.5, and here I will change the value to 1, and this will be at 0, 0, 0, so we get a black color. So this will fade much better now. Our colors doesn't match even now, so let's see what it is. Okay, I will change the color to 34 and 12. Then I will change this color to 34 and 12. Okay, now this looks much better. So now we will add the two particle system that you can see here, the pillar and the dots. So for that I'm going to create two new materials. So right click and material, I will name this dot underscore mat, then open it up. I will change the blend mode to translucent and shading model to unlit. Then right click and type in diamond gradient. So we get this diamond gradient. Then press and hold M and click twice. So we get this 2 multiplies and connect this here and connect this here and connect this to the emissive color and connect this to the opacity. So we get this nice diamond. So now right click and type in particle color and connect this to A and connect this to B and hit apply and save. So that's what we need to do here. Then if we have this selected in the content browser and go to the particle system, then right click and new particle sprite emitter, our diamond material automatically gets selected. So I'm just going to alt drag this color overlay here and delete the old one. Now I will increase the spawn rate to 50. Then I will add a little bit of acceleration, maybe just a constant acceleration in the C direction. I will give it a value of 30. Then we need to spread this out. So for that, there are two ways. We can change the velocity min and max, or you can use an initial location. So I'm just going to use an initial location. So right click, initial location. So we are going to a cylinder initial location. So right click, location, cylinder. So it will emit from a cylinder. So now click on this draw mode so we can see our cylinder. We will increase the radius a bit like this. So it will spawn from this cylinder, and we don't need to spawn from the positive C axis or the negative C axis. So it will spawn from the XY plane. Now I will increase the velocity. And you can also increase the lifetime if you want, if you need the particle to go up more. So I will change the lifetime max to 2. Okay. So now for the pillar, so for that we need to create a new material. So right click and material, pillar mat, then open it up. This is a very simple material, so change this to translucent and change this to unlit, and right click and type in particle color and connect this to emission color and connect this to opacity, then hit apply and save. I am connecting the opacity to the the alpha to the opacity so that we can fade our mesh. So now right click and new particle system, then right click and type data, mesh data, so we can use meshes with our particle system. Then go to the content browser, select our pillar, then go to the particle system again and click this arrow, so our pillar gets selected. Now couple of things we need to do here is that override this material so that we can use our own material. So go to required, then select the new pillar mat, then press this arrow so we get our material selected. So now we will drag and drop our color overlay and delete the old one, and now we will alt drag this cylinder so that it is spawning from everywhere. We will change the color so we can see. Then I will decrease the radius like this, and we need to decrease the size, and also I will change the spawn rate to 5 or maybe 15, and go to cylinder, then I will click on surface only, so it will only spawn from the surface of the cylinder. So the green one is for our pillar. Now I will change the initial size. I will change this to vector constant. Then I will give x a value of 1 and y a value of 1 and z a value of 1. So let's see what this looks like. Okay, now I will give c a value of 10 and I will give x and y a value of 5 and 5, or maybe 2 and 2. I'm just going to increase the font to 20 again. So let's see what this looks like. Okay, this looks fine. Now if you want to lower the pillar, you can go to start location of the cylinder and change this to a negative value. So you could do this. I will change the C size to 5. Okay, that looks better. So I think that's all we need to do here. Now let's add this to our character. So third person character, and I will delete the old one and select the new one. So before that, let's create a thumbnail for this. So hit thumbnail, then drag and drop this in, and I will get the C value of the mesh and copy that and click on the part system and paste that here and hit enter. Now let's play. So there we go. Now you can mess around with the color and the size if you want. So I hope you like this video, and thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks.